Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Asep Syaipul Iman from University of Sangga Bandung, majoring in Informatic Engineering. At this time, I will be presenting an international journal from Kyongpok National University with the title IoT-Based Intelligent Modeling of Smart Home Environment for Fire Prevention and Safety. Introduction. In recent years, fire detection has become a very big issue, as it has caused severe damage, including the loss of human lives. Sometimes, these incidents are more destructive when the fire spread to the surrounding. Early detection of a fire event is an effective way to save life and reduce property damage. To escape a fireplace and to douse the fire source, the fire must be detected at its initial stage. In, installation of a fire alarm system is the most convenient way to detect a fire early and avoid loss. Fire alarm consists of different devices working together that have the ability to detect fire and alert people through visual and audio appliance. The detection device, heat, smoke, and gas detector, detect even and active the alarm automatically or sometimes the alarm are active manually. Variable use. In this case, they deploy multi-sensor. First, they use smoke sensor. They use MQ9 sensor to detect smoke in a room. And then gas sensor, they use MAZ90 sensor to detect the presence of carbon dioxide in the air very efficiently. 3. The temperature sensor, they use LM35 sensor to detect the rise in the temperature in the room. And they are defined threshold for sensor in each room in the different value. For smoke sensor, we can see uh, the value, this value, and for the gas sensor, they setting in this value, and the temperature sensor, they setting for each room for the different value. For method, we can see flowing diagram of this wireless sensor. First, there's a sensor. In this case, they use Raspberry microcontroller, and they use ZB protocol for protocol of GSM, and they use HomeSync to broadcast the message to the people. For flow diagram, we can see first step, the system will be read all sensor. If the sensor is okay, the sensor will be detect one of the indicator, uh, the smoke, the gas, the heat, or infrared UV. If the sensor detect one of the indicator, it will be decision yes, and the microcontroller will be processed and sent alert by GSM, and then if the sensor two or more sensor reading contain the fire, it will be turn on the alarm the fire. If just one sensor read the indicator, it will be no action. Analysis and result. While performing the simulation, the system took the initial value of the sensor and other parameter. We set threshold for every sensor and use the GSM module to avoid false alarm. The system generates the alarm when two or more sensor value exceed the sensor threshold value or if the use response contains a fire confirmation message. The system was tested many times and produced almost 0% of false alarm. We compare the simulation result with those from other existing techniques to check efficiency of our purpose method, and we found that our system is efficient. Conclusion: in this case, the primary object of the purpose work was to design an intelligent analysis of smart home or fire prevention. Two major flaws of the currently used system are: first, the fire prevention system mostly use a single sensor for event detection, but problem arise if the target sensor does not detect the event. Uh, Second, false alarm can be generated. Overall, our proposed method provide a solution of the problem. They introduce an efficient technique to overcome the problem. We use multi-sensor for each region in smart homes. To reduce the false alarm, we use the GSM communication system. The purpose of GSM communication was to alert the user at the very initial time of the fire. Fire detection decisions were made by the main home sync connected with all sensors wirelessly. The decision was made on the basis of the sensor values or the user response. Okay, that's the end of the presentation, and thank you so much for everyone.